You're going to go to Dala?
Taylor.
Dala? Of course, I'm sorry. I'm
Yes,
not sure
yes,
if I'm,
yes.
yeah,
No,
Dala.
I go on Nha Trang Beach.
Ah, of course. So it's kind of beach. Okay, very good. So not bad. Well, okay. So today, if you're ready, we can get started. Ready?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So today we're gonna focus on speaking section. If you agree, of course. If you don't have any questions about writing or something like this, we can start with speaking section. Agree?
Yes. Okay.
Of course. Very good. Well, and let me choose a topic for this session. I think it's good to talk about sports. So let me ask you a few questions and then we practice part 1, part 2, and part 3. Okay?
Yes.
So let's get started. Okay, just let me share the board so that you can see and I can type. Okay. Well, my first question for you, part 1, just this is part 1, so of course it's something related to you, so you can make your answers about yourself. Do you like sport?
Mm, I would consider myself as a person who would like to keep fit a lot. So I am a big fan of sport. Uh,
Great.
uh,
And
Especially I love playing basketball because it helped me grow, like it helped me be taller and yes,
yeah, of course. So you can say that you are sporty type. So you are really sporty type. It means I really enjoy doing sports. So we have an adjective here. The first, of course, your answer was really good. Just we have other alternatives. So if you want to add something, you can say sporty, and that is an adjective.
yes,
And sporty. Okay, let me. Okay. Well, and it means someone who enjoys doing sports. So you can use this one, negative or positive, affirmative, like positive statement, like I'm really sporty type. I'm really sporty type. Okay, or I'm not really. So maybe you don't like it, I'm not really sporty type. So you can say, okay, well, the first one was really good. Okay, so, but tell me, how often do you normally do sports? Of course, you know that we use play or do for sport, but when I want to ask a general question, I say do. So, how often do you normally do sports?
um, as I remember that I played basketball every day in the week, except the Sunday because I am a boarding student. So at school, I have nothing to entertain in the break time. So basketball is the way of entertainment for me
Yeah,
to
of course.
relax at school. And
Yeah.
when I pick home at Sunday, I will spend most of the time for my family. So I get out of basketball on this day.
Yeah, of course. Very good. And let me ask you about basketball in your country. Is basketball a mainstream sport in your country? Mainstream, just let me explain this. Let me paraphrase. Mainstream, maybe examiner will ask you this question, but this is part 1, so you can't ask for paraphrase. So mainstream means popular with everyone.
Yeah.
Is it popular with everyone? Is it mainstream sport?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Well, so let me teach you three collocations about the sport. So they're really good collocations. The first one, mainstream sport, collocation combination of mainstream and sport. The second one, sport can be competitive. So you can say competitive sport. Okay, of course, you know the meaning of competitive. And the
Yeah.
last one, spectator sport. So spectator sport, that is a sport many people watch. For example, soccer is a spectator sport because many people watch it. And for example, soccer, of course, can be considered as mainstream sport as well because many people, it's popular with everyone, so many people play and, for example, watch. So we can say that soccer is a mainstream and spectator sport. So both of them.
Yes.
There are collocations that you can use when talking. Okay. When my second question, okay, what
Teacher,
sport?
I have a question.
Yes, of course, yes.
It's like the mainstream sport is a popular sport,
Of
is it?
course.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
This is collocation as it too popular with everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, and my next question, okay, tell me about school. So you said that you play basketball. So do you play a basketball at school?
Mm. Could you repeat again?
Yeah, of course. I'm asking about your favorite sport at school. So if it's basketball or no, another activity or another sport that you maybe are into playing or doing at the school.
As I told before, that basketball is my favorite sport
Yeah.
because um, since I played since I played this sport, it helped me to make more friends, and also it helped me to it has my like my the like um sure
Yeah, you just finished.
I no, I don't know about the meaning of the word I would like to say.
So what word? Because you don't know what word, so that I can't help you with it because I don't know what you want to say.
Just uh mm, yeah.
What?
ah Physical strength.
Ah, strength. Yeah, physical strength, of course.
Physical
Yeah.
strength. It's like it help enhance my physical strength, and it also give me chance to take part in some competition of basketball. Yes.
Yeah, of course, very good. So when you talk about, so let me actually, I wanted to ask another question, but let me, first of all, let me talk about it. Okay, for example, about basketball. So you like it because of some reason, because so you played at school because of some reasons, and now, so the first one because of your physical strength. So of course, so it's keeping fit is really important for you. So actually, it's an important part of your life. So this is so uh, you can be considered, maybe you are a bit of fitness fanatic. Okay, so let me write here. Okay, and what it means, okay, So when someone is fitness fanatic, it means someone who is obsessed with exercise and keeping himself fit or herself fit. So it's informal and good one that you can use. So a fit person, a person who is obsessed with exercise. So some people regularly do exercise to keep fit. So they can be uh, fitness fanatic. Okay, so this is the first one. And of course, you can say that basketball helps to keep me healthy. And you also maybe workout. So workout is another. And of course, it helps you to be in a good shape because we have keeping fit. Now let's use another word. So to be in a good shape.
Yes.
So another one, okay, that you can use. Well, and tell me, so of course, you play basketball, so the first reason is to keep fit, okay? And is there any other thing that you do to keep fit
Yeah,
or
teacher.
only
Sorry,
basketball? Yes, yes,
I,
yeah.
I have a question that the the sentence that I'm really sporty type. Do we need I think that's when I say that I'm really a sporty type. I think it makes sense.
Of course, just let me say something. Sometimes, uh, maybe in part one, you
Yeah.
will be asked more than sometimes 8 questions. So, and they are related to each other. So, okay, for the first question, you use sporty type. So, how about the second one? How about the third one? You
No,
know,
no,
you
no,
can't,
no.
yeah, yeah, what?
I mean like on the part the sentence I'm really sporty type,
Yeah.
and I think it not makes sense. I think when we say that I'm I am I am really a sporty type, I think it makes.
Of course, it makes sense. I don't get what you exactly mean, but of course, it makes sense. When you are sporty type, okay, why? Why you think it doesn't make sense? You say it doesn't make sense?
Yes, yes.
Why do you think it doesn't make sense?
Because I think that's we need I'm really a sporty type.
So what? We need what?
Uh a uh uh
You say I am a sporty type, you mean?
yes, yes.
Okay, because you say that, for example, because of a, you think that no, you don't need to say a. If you want, you can say the. If you want to use definite or indefinite articles, so you use the, not a. So I'm really the sporty type. The is better than a here. Yeah? So if you want to use article, use the. I'm
But
really, yeah.
I think that
No, a sporty type, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense when you say a sporty. Why do you need to say a sporty?
be, because when we say sporty type is I think it's a type of of your personality. So
Okay,
I,
let me say something. For example, you want to say that uh, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm a beautiful.
no,
Okay.
but here is sporty type is a
Sporty
noun.
is adjective. Sporty is adjective. So if you want to use it in a sentence, you can say I'm a sporty type or I'm the sporty, I'm the sporty type. So if you want to use, you can article, an article, it's better to use the.
But
Okay?
teacher type
Yeah.
type it can be a type.
Yeah. Type is type. Of course, I know what you mean. But it's, let me say something. When we make collocations, okay,
Yes.
combination of an adjective, a noun, 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 okay? Sometimes we need to change some rules. Here, type is not an individual, a singular word. Sporty type is a combination of these two. I'm sporty type. For example, I'm really fashion. I'm something like a bit moody type. Moody type, a moody type. No, just moody type because it's something like when we say as you know, it's something like indefinite article when you mention about something that you are not familiar with or for the first time. But
Yeah.
when you're talking about something, when you say sporty type, actually the meaning of this combination is clear, is obvious. So air sport is not essential. You say air sporty. I am a sporty type, what it means.
Yes.
Okay? For example, I am a teacher. I'm teacher. A is a bit basic here. So can you understand what I mean? So for example, I am a teacher. Yeah, that's great. But I can also say I'm teacher. I'm teacher. So that's it. Okay, get it?
Um, I'm I'm teacher. I can
Yeah,
it,
I'm teacher.
but why teacher? I think that I'm a teacher. Why it I'm teacher?
I'm teacher. I'm teacher. I am teacher. I am a teacher. I'm one teacher. It's okay. But I'm teacher is also cool. It's fine. You know? For example, when I want to introduce myself, I say, okay, I'm teacher. I'm
But
teacher. Yeah.
yes, but why it can be used like that?
With a or with, okay, you mean with or without
Yes.
with or
Why
with.
we can use this sentence like I'm teacher?
So what should I say? Would you, because I can't get what you exactly mean. Would you explain it to me so that I can get what you mean?
It's like because you explained to me, it's like it's a collocation. So some rule is can be changed. Yeah.
Not, it's not a rule that, first of all, we need to know why we use a or the.
Yes.
Why?
I know.
So if it's essential to use something like, for example, indefinite or definite article here, for example, when you use a proper noun, when you use a noun that you are familiar, a noun that you're familiar with, or something, for example, a singular noun. So it depends. Here you say, okay, let's say I am a sporty type. I am a sporty type. So I'm really a sporty type. It doesn't make sense. You know, we have sporty type and I use adverb really before it. So I say, yeah, if I omit really and say, I'm a sporty type, okay, that's fine. No one says, no, it's wrong. That's fine. But you don't need to say here. So I'm really sporty type. Just this.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me ask you another question. Is it clear you want me to talk about it more? So if it's not clear,
No. I think that yes, it's okay.
yeah, it's okay.
But
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 yeah,
I don't know why we can say that I'm teacher. I understand I'm really sporty type, but I'm teacher. It sounds so weird. So weird.
so I am a teacher or I'm teacher. So as I told you, you want to know, just let me ask you again because let me ask for more clarification if I understood correctly or no. So you mean why I say I'm a teacher is better than I'm teacher?
Yes, I'm a teacher better
Okay. Okay, so and why do you think? You explain why.
because like um it's no it's like there's a structure that we can follow,
Yeah,
and yes, there's a structure that we can
yeah.
make the sentence follow it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's okay. Of course, when you say I am a teacher, of course, it's with most likely when you want to use it as a simple statement. So, for example, my occupation. I am a teacher, so my occupation. So this is good. Okay, this is a simple statement for someone's occupation. But uh, sometimes you can say I'm teacher, so it's okay. This is another form. Let me say something about speaking that is a bit different, especially when it comes to street conversations. You
Yes.
talk to people, to natives. Okay, maybe you are listening to a song and you say, wow, what did she say? It's something really different from something that you've learned before.
Yeah.
But there is a point here. Sometimes people actually meant to make mistakes, grammatical mistakes, and it's really, really normal. Okay? To say, for example, okay, to omit a part, but in speaking, so it's okay. No worries about it. Yeah, grammatically, we say, I am a teacher. That's great. Okay? But if someone says I'm teacher, it's okay. So there is no problem with it.
Yes.
Yeah. But you
Yes.
say I am a teacher, so I am students. Okay, I'm a student. It's okay. But if you want to know if there is any difference, okay, uh, between I am a teacher or I'm a teacher. So of course, if grammatically we say no, I'm teacher is incorrect. We say I'm teacher. I am a. Okay, but it's something like maybe in speaking we say so that's okay. But here about this combination, that's good. So sporty type is okay. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
What? Okay, and so let me ask you another question. Uh, well, so uh, is violence a problem at sporting events in your country? Is violence a problem at sporting events in your country?
Violent.
Yeah, violence, of course.
Violent or violent teacher.
Violence, because this is noun, so let me write it on the board. So, okay,
I
because this
I
is
don't know this word.
violence is a noun of violence.
Violence. Yeah.
Violence, of course. Is violence a problem at sporting events in your country? For example, of course, let's do an example with soccer. Football fans, soccer fans. Normally I don't know, they get involved in fights. You know. So what do you think?
Um. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that violence is is a part of some local football competition in my country because when because the the regulation of some local competition is not is that they aren't strict enough to find the person who play violently. But uh, so I think that violence happen in all in all of the matches, and yes, and a lot of people that's what suffer from it.
Yeah, okay, good. But actually, a point here is overuse of violence. So you can't use one word a lot, in your answer. So you need to change. So, yeah, of course, that was good. So you can say the beginning, violence is inseparable parts of sport in my country. So we can't separate it. It's something like all the time we have violence when watching, when playing. So now I need you to, as I told you, your answers are good, but as you realize, you only use present. So to boost our score, we but just I'm making something, because I want to show my ability.
Yeah.
There used to be a serious problem with, for example, soccer fans getting involved in fights both inside and outside stadium. But actually, a lot has been done to stop this happening, to stop. So they did, maybe government, or for example, local authorities, they did something to stop these problems maybe or happening. And now it's much safer to go to matches. And of course, maybe they have become family actually events. And so this can be better. Okay, so do you need me to write it on the board?
Maybe no.
Okay, so it's not bad. So let's talk about used to talk about something in the past. Then people or football fans get involved in fights, both inside and outside stadiums. People go to stadium sometimes inside it, sometimes outside it. But nowadays, of course, a lot has been done. Passive, present, perfect. So two tenses in addition to present. So this is actually a good answer, because for example, you're making maybe three lines, but in 3 lines you use 3 different tenses or 3 different structures. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, oh, and well, the next question. So now it's time to talk about part 2. Okay, well, let me write the question here. And after that, you have time to think about it and make your answer. Okay, so your cue card. Describe uh, sport club. You maybe belong to or used to. Okay. For example, basketball club.
Yes. Yes, I'm finished, teacher.
Well, okay, let's get started.
Um, since I can't remember that in my childhood, I have like I used to join in a basketball club, and it is named after the name of a province in my country, that is Bình Dương, and this club name is Bình Dương Warriors. And I have joined in that club when I'm in grade 8. At that time, I had a crush. Yes, I had a crush, but she's keen on boys that taller than her, and he's no no and she's very tall, and at that time I just as tall as her, so I'm not like her like her favorite boys. So I would like to play basketball to to be taller. And yes, that is also the purpose for me to go on to carry on playing this kind of sport. But after a long time that I played this sport, I realized that um, it's also a vital part of my life. That's um, I maybe I will have to say that I wouldn't live happily without this sport. Yes.
Yeah,
And when I belong to this local club, I have some edge that I can make friends with international, no, like with the foreign people after some professional competition or contest, and also it's also a mean of entertainment for me to chill out after my school day.
yeah, very good, of course. So I think it was the reason that you got your feet in the door. So
Yeah.
in basketball, it's something, yeah, we use this. This is an idiom, so you can use this idiom when talking not only about sport, anything to get your feet in the door. So get your feet in the door means to start, actually, to make the first step toward a goal. So make first step toward a goal. Okay, well, so you can say something like this. But that was good answer, and you know it was a real story.
Yes, of course.
That was really good one. So because you were not as tall as that
Yes,
person, you
but
decided
now
to.
but
Yeah,
now I'm much taller than her,
of
and
course you are. Yeah, of
yes,
course you are. So how tall you are?
uh, I don't no, it's like 178 centimeters.
Good, of course, really good. Okay. Yeah, that was really good. So, just when you actually were talking, so when you started talking, I wrote something in the board that is really good one because we normally use it about sport and uh, strenuous exercise or sport. Strenuous is an adjective, means needs a lot of energy and effort. So, for example, basketball is strenuous. So because we need to actually put a lot of energy and effort in it. And so of course you can use this one. And well, so but that was really good answer. So of course you can use maybe another phrases that if I want to give you more alternatives, for example, um, you can talk about that was really good that you started with used to, just I'm not sure about it. So for example, I can't remember because it's been ages. So when I was child, so it's been ages, or it's been long time ago. So you can say, okay, so it's been long time ago, or it's been ages. That means, for example, it goes long back. Okay, so you actually tried. For example, you can use another idiom. You tried your hand at basketball. It means you try a new activity. So when you try your hand at something, it means you try a new thing. So you can say that when I was so young, I tried to try your hand at something. It means to try new activity.
Yes.
Try new activity. So for example, you can use this idiom. And of course, when you want to say to start, you can say to take up. So phrasal verb, to take up. For example, to take up a hobby, to take up a sport, okay? It means to
Yes.
start. So to take up means to start a hobby, or of course, sport. So for example, I, for example, I would take up, for example, like water skiing. I would take up something, okay? You can use, for example, I can use second conditional. Why not? I can say, if I had the time, actually, and if I could, of course, I would take up, for example, swimming, okay? But of course, I didn't have time, okay? And well, sometimes you want to say that you support a team, a player.
Yes.
My father supports me, okay? You can say to root for. So this one, to root for means to support a team or maybe player. So another one. What is this? Okay, good. Well, so for example, I say, I'm not a big fan of soccer, but I'm rooting for Manchester United. So something.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So something. Or for example, I don't know, I'm rooting for David Beckham, of course.
Yes.
However, I'm not a big fan of soccer. Okay, so you can say something like this. Well, let me ask you my next question. But before it, actually, I wanted to give you another example because I was thinking about the question about that you asked me. I want to give you a good example so that you can definitely understand what I mean when I say I am a teacher and I'm teacher. For example, of
Yes.
course, when you talk about your occupation, so I am a teacher. This is my actually job. This is my occupation. But we are, you and your classmate, you are in classroom, okay? And this is the first day of school. Someone comes to, actually walks in, comes to your class, walks in, and you don't know who she is. New
Yes.
student, she's so young. Who is she? A new girl? She says, I'm teacher. I'm a teacher. No, now she's teacher. Because, this is classroom. And now it's actually another situation. she doesn't want to say that what is her occupation. If she's student or teacher, she says, guys, I'm teacher, not a student, so don't think about me. It's something like, this way you can understand. So grammatically, we say for general statement, we say I am a. That's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
But in this position, this situation, for example, suddenly someone comes in and say, new students, let's talk to her. I say, no, guys, I'm teacher. Okay, so this is actually the difference between a teacher and teacher. Get it? Or
Uh,
I'm the teacher. Here you can use the. I'm the teacher. So like this, okay? But a is not usable here. Get it?
and yes, and the sentence that I'm really sporty type is
Yeah.
just a collocation.
Of course, let me say something. If I say I am a sporty type, it's okay.
Yeah.
But we normally say I'm the sporty type, I'm really sporty type. So it's something like if you don't say, it's really fine. No matter if you don't say I am, but if you say I am it's okay. You can say, but we normally don't need to say I am a sporty type here. This is something general that we normally use. I'm a sporty type. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Good job.
well, yeah. Okay. Well, part three. So now, as you know, the answers for this section are a bit different from part one and part two. So let me ask you my first question. Do you think people in your country exercise enough? If not, why?
Hmm. As far as I know, that people in my country does the the rate of the person doing who do exercises regularly. I think that is much more it's much less than the rate of people who doesn't, and the number of person doing like yoga or gym is just a little it's just a small number that compared to oh, this question.
Yeah.
um, Teacher, can I
Yeah,
start again?
of course, yes.
And also, can you repeat the question?
Of course. Do you think people in your country exercise enough? If not, why?
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, my country is a developing country. So nowadays, like the the load of work that employer need to do is a lot, and sometimes they need to spend all the time from 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and they just go back home and take a shower, then they take a rest, and they don't have enough time to do exercise, and they just have like Saturday and Sunday the two day that they are free, and I think that most of the people choose to go on shopping or relax, chill out. They at the weekend they like
Yeah,
uh
very
it's
good.
so hard it's so hard for them to try their hand at some exercise that they have never tried.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. That was really good. And you could use a new phrase that was really good. So, in my opinion, the majority of adults in my country definitely don't get enough exercise. So don't get enough exercise. You can use the verb get here. Okay. And, of course, you can see, you know, uh, when you see, actually, you look around at the level of obesity, fatness, you know, you can see that it's true, because, most of people are obese or fat, overweight, okay? And, I think people in my country are very out of condition. Oh, out of condition. So, okay, what it means when we say out of condition. So it means they are not strong and not ready to work or play sport. So they're not strong or not ready to play. So not strong or not ready to work or play sport. So we can say that they are out of condition. So this one, and they can't, they never do any strenuous exercise that needs, energy and effort, because of course, they spend lots of time at work, and of course they get tired, exhausted. So of course they can't, and maybe they are not enough motivated to actually, as you said, for example, to get their feet in the door, or for example, something like this, or to try their hand at new activities. Well, and now, so this one was good, okay, but after that, as I told you, it was good, but it was not enough. So if I were you, I would maybe expand my answer, okay? For example, you could mention sports facilities. If there are enough sport facilities in, for example, or fitness center, gym, swimming pool, so you can mention maybe this is another reason, okay? So you can say, you can talk about maybe giving some examples, a few examples, not bad. So yeah, of course, you need to answer the question, but you can expand it, because this is part three and you have room, you have space to talk more, so you can. So it's not bad. Talk about sport facilities, including swimming pool or gym center or fitness center or gym, or I don't know, for people to use. And, sometimes people only have chance to walk, just walk, because, because they can't afford to go to the gym maybe, or there is no facilities to be used. Okay. Well, the next question, if there is no question, do you have any questions?
Or like when we say that out of condition,
Yeah.
like after that is a verb or a verb ing, teacher.
So, okay, you don't judge. You say, for example, I say, oh, he's overweight and out of condition, just out of condition. People are. Before this, we say be. We use be verb. I am out of condition. I can't do any exercise. I'm out of condition. Oh, you are fat. You are out of condition. Okay, so after that, nothing. Get it?
Yes, and can you make an example of get involved for me, please?
So of course, so as I told you, for example, when you get involved in something, it can be anything. Nowadays teenagers get involved in some, I don't know, maybe dangerous and risky activities. Get involved. They go into and try it. for example, yesterday I came across two of my friends, and they actually got involved in a fight, argue on the street. So they were a part of that argue. Get it?
Yes.
I don't want to get involved in your personal issue. This is your issue. I don't want to get involved. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and now, uh, do you think competitive sport should be part of actually the school program?
Yeah. What? I
Do you
didn't
think
hear
it
it.
should, do you think competitive sports should
Yes.
be a part of school program?
Speaking personally, I would say that um, competitive sport is definitely should be a part of the curriculum of the school because it helps people, no, like it helps students um, like ha, enhance the ability to work well on their uh, to work on well with their teammates, and also like like they can cooperate together to beat their opponent, and it also help them to gain like uh to gain uh what to gain no. Yes, I think that's all.
Okay, so actually, I do agree with you. I definitely think, I begin my answer easily. Just I say, yes, most definitely. Yes, I definitely think that's important for children to take part in competitive sports at school. In recent years, there's been a trend of having non-competitive sports days, so that less sporty kids, okay, can take part without always being the loser, but I disagree with this. For example, I remember that I was good at sport, and it was like the only thing that I really achieve a high level of success in at school.
Yeah,
And that
oxygen.
was extremely important to me because I could make it. I could make it. So I think it works both ways. Like, life is competitive, and schools need to help children to cope with this, because this is real life. In the future, you will be part of society. You are, and you will face lots of issues. So life is competitive. So school needs to help children to cope, to face with this, to deal with it. Actually, I'm not saying that those children who hate sports and, I don't know, always fail at it should put through this negative. experience. No, I don't want to say, but I think maybe schools need to rethink how sport is taught, because the way that it should be taught is really important. How? Maybe there is such a huge range of activities, of sporting activities to choose, but these days, and I truly believe that every child can enjoy participating in different activities, and but schools need to provide the opportunities. This is my answer. So when we compare, that was easy, simple, not very complicated words.
Yes,
Just yeah.
I didn't get that. Why you have said that? Like, mm,
What?
I have, and I heard that you said you agree that competitive sport should be in part of the school.
Of
Because,
course should be. Yeah.
yes, and but why you say that recently there's some non competitive competition.
Yeah. Because, yeah, let me say, actually, I explained, I said that, nowadays, recently, of course, we see that, there is a trend. There are some non-competitive sports, okay? So, sporty, maybe less sporty kids can take part without always because of being the loser, because, actually, there is no motivation. So, this is non-competitive. So there is no winner, there is no loser. To me, a person who was really into sport, and it was really important to be a winner. And when I think about my experiences, in the past, I think actually that's really important to see the result of what you do. So because of this, just something like explanation, description of maybe my statement, just this.
Yes, okay, get it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So, do you need me to write some sentences on the board or no? Do you need me to write or no?
Yeah.
Do you need me to write? So, let me write some words,
Oh,
okay? So, non-competitive, okay, and you can say, for example, take part, participate, take part, you can, and of course, sporty kids, but because I said, okay, and you can talk about opportunities and the way that actually sports should, they need to rethink, think again about the methods of teaching sports, how to
yes.
train students, okay, and they need to provide opportunities. Okay, so, and my last question. Okay, so my last question. What are the benefits of international sports events?
Mm, yes. For me, international competition such as Olympic or World Cup is um, it, it is like it has um, that the cooperation of the world of some countries on the world that can be better. For example, like all like Olympic is like this competition was is had to to raise up the to like to raise up no
No worries. Just don't think about it. Let's make it together. Okay? Well, first of all, I give you some alternatives and you think about them. So, first of all, international sporting competitions. So I think, you know, there are several major benefits of international sporting competitions. So first of all, that is really important is actually to build relationship between people of different nationalities and cultures, of course. So first, to build relationships between people from different cultures and nationalities. So this is the first one,
yeah.
and then you can uh, talk about it. You can actually explain it more. For example, uh, this is really important in our world. Actually, there are some rivals during competitions, and there is friendship when actually the contest is over, when the competition is over, there is a friendship. So you can say. The second one, that's really secondly, top international athletes compete together. So they motivate, they inspire each other, you know and because of this, when we see actually the records at events such Olympics, as the Olympics, many athletes achieve their bests, personal best, because they motivate, they inspire. The best are in Olympics. So when we see the records, of course, we see the best. So this is the second one. And the third one, and finally, I can say that, of course, international sporting events encourage people to get involved in sport, especially, younger generation. Maybe people for actually these actually disabled sport people, of course, in recent years, that has led to a massive increase in people with disabilities. Some people with disabilities, for example, they have issues with legs, hands, okay, but they are taking up sports, and that is life changing for them. So many benefits for younger generation, and of course people with disabilities. Para-Olympic, you know about
I
it. Yeah.
I would like just I have said that I would like to comment about the solidarity, but I don't know this word. So
Of course, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's normal. Sometimes you forget, so it's okay. But there are now. I wanted to give you three fields, three actually topic that you can talk. Of course, if you will be asked this question, so three benefits, maybe three important. The first one, relationship. The second one, inspiring and motivation. And the third one, encouraging people, especially people with disabilities. So we have actually, do you want me to write anything or no? Could you make notes?
mm, can you write on the poll for me, please?
Of course, it's a bit I think long because I talked a lot, but maybe let me write the main points. Okay,
No,
so
no,
the
no.
first,
Sure.
yeah,
Yes, I think it's okay. Can I have time to take note on the
of
point?
course, yes, and at the same time I write something on the board for you. It helps to build. Okay, and that's it. So, okay, any questions?
Hmm. Can you scroll up for me?
Up, of course, yes. Let me scroll up. Okay,
A bit more, teacher. A
of
bit more.
course.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, I'm finished, teacher.
okay, very good. So there is no question?
Yes, I think.
Very good. So thank you. It was really good time with you again and have a great week. Enjoy your time and
Goodbye,
see
teacher.
you. Goodbye.
Have
Goodbye.
a nice day.
Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.